Hi dear Virgos, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video I'm going to talk about the transits for the month of February 2024. February normally is a time when you focus on your health, routine and work and pets, because the sun is transiting your sixth house around this time. When the sun is in Aquarius, it is in your sixth house. And then later in February, the sun is going to enter your relationship house. Okay, so let's begin. We will enter the month of February with all planets in direct motion, and this is great because it means that nothing is holding us back. It means we are free to try something new, to start something new. Okay, when a planet is in retrograde, it's like an unfinished business that's still requiring us to go back and do it. Okay, but when we have no retrograde planets, it means like you are free. You have no obligation, so you are free to go and explore, so to speak. Yeah, so enjoy this energy from February until like mid-April, I believe. I will have to double check that. And then, so now I'm going to contradict myself and say that the beginning of February, the first 5 days at least, is not a good time to start something new. Because on February 2nd, we have the last quarter moon in Scorpio, and that means the moon will be becoming smaller and smaller day by day, and you don't want to start something new with such energy, do you? Yeah, so it's better to wait until the new moon, because after the new moon, the moon will be becoming bigger and bigger. So it's like if you start a business, your business will be growing along with the moon, so to speak. That's just a rough example. And so yeah, if you are waiting for news, announcements, decisions, I would say expect them to start coming from February 5th. So the first 5 days, use it to rest, recharge your batteries, regain strength, wrap things up that started with the Capricorn new moon in January, and get ready for the things that will start with the Aquarius new moon on February 9th. Yeah, I can give you an example. So let's say you need to apply for something, right? So fill out the application or document, and you mail it so that it's delivered by the time of the new moon. Or let's say you need to go see a dentist or a doctor, so you make an appointment in advance so that you can go after the new moon. Okay, does that make sense? And especially this new moon, the Aquarius new moon, will happen in your house of health. So dear Virgos, February is excellent for you guys to go and do your annual health check. Yeah, I'm planning to go to a dentist around this new moon. Yeah, so dear Virgos, next thing I need to say is on February 5th, Mercury is going to enter Aquarius and stay in there until February 23rd. So as you can see, barely 3 weeks, it's going to sprint through Aquarius because Mercury is in good shape in February. If you remember, at the very beginning of January, Mercury was retrograde until the 1st of January, and then it stationed direct. But after stationing direct, it was still in the shadow zone, slowly regaining its speed. But now in February, it's back in its normal shape, its maximum speed. So this is good. And this means that if you need to sign contracts, don't worry about it and go ahead and do it, because there won't be any surprises or sudden changes in the terms of the contract along the way. Yeah, those things happen if you sign them during Mercury retrograde. But in February, it's all good. Okay, so enjoy it. And dear Virgos, Mercury in Aquarius, that is your sixth house. So a lot of communication with coworkers or about work-related stuff. Maybe in communication with health professionals, because again, it's the house of health. Maybe it's the time when you review or think about how you take care of your health, how you exercise, about your diet. Yeah, maybe you will be oh, I want to try a new diet, or I want to try this new exercise or something. It's those kind of thoughts will be occupying your mind. Or for some, it might be all about pets, because sixth house is also the house of pets. Yeah, and so next on February 9th, finally we have that new moon in Aquarius, and I've already talked about that, guys. So this is gonna happen in your sixth house. Sixth house is a house of work, routine, health, pets, co-workers. Okay, so something new maybe in your routine, something new at work maybe. And yeah, like I just got lost in my thoughts because in February, like at my school, we have a test, so we'll probably be busy working on that. Yeah. And what else? The thing about this new moon is that it's going to be making a pretty tight square to Uranus, so there will be an element of surprise there. Yeah, like a surprise. Uranus, it's like expect the unexpected. Okay. It's not necessarily something bad. This is not something that's going to turn your life upside down. Not necessarily. But there will be an element of surprise. So next, on February 13th, Mars is going to enter Aquarius until March 22nd. And as soon as it enters Aquarius, it's going to make a conjunction with Pluto. Because remember, Pluto entered Aquarius in like late January, like January 20th, and it's still in the 0th degree because it's a slow-moving planet. And so now Mars is going to join Pluto in the 0th degree of Aquarius. And another crazy thing is Venus is going to join them 3 days later. So now, let's see. You've got Sun in Aquarius in your 6th house, Mercury, Pluto, Mars, and Venus. 5 planets. This is a lot, okay? This is a lot of planets in Aquarius and in your work house, dear Virgos. So I feel like February will be all about work, like a lot of focus on work, especially like the first half at least, like until February 18th. It's all about work. And then finally on February 18th, the Sun is gonna enter Pisces, your relationship house. Yeah, so the focus will slowly start moving away from work to your relationships, one-on-one partnerships. Yeah, and especially since you have Saturn in there currently, so I feel like there's a lot of seriousness in your relationships. Maybe you found a partner who is serious. Yeah, so it will be interesting. And 5 days later, Mercury is going to enter Pisces too. It's going to join the Sun and Saturn in your relationship house. And so this Mercury is going to stay there from February 23rd until March 9th. Again, 3 weeks. So the communication now will focus on relationships, one-on-one partnerships, okay? Like a lot of serious conversations with your partner. Mercury will help you to express yourself, like find the right words. I mean, Virgos, you have no problem with that anyway, so, but I'm just saying that this presence of Mercury in Pisces, it's going to make it even easier, I guess. Yeah, so another thing I need to mention about the February 23rd is that we will have a Mars-Venus conjunction on that day. Very romantic energy. So if you're thinking of going on a date, that day would be perfect. Yeah. And especially because we'll have like 3 planets in your relationship house, and then the cosmic lovers are conjunct to. That's a good day, February 23rd. Next, and finally, on February 24th, we're going to have a full moon in Virgo, on the 5th degree of Virgo. So, dear Virgos, the full moon is going to be in your 1st house, and the Sun, along with Saturn, are going to be in your relationship house. So, this time, like the end of February, is about you and my partner. Okay, you and my partner, my relationship. So it's like you need to find a balance between those two. So the full moon is a time of like illumination, culmination, clarity, and achievement. And this is in your 1st house. So it's like it is very much about you, but also your partner. Okay, like balancing that, me and my partner. So this is pretty much it for February. Like there aren't many bad aspects. Like I don't see any bad aspects at all, at least in what I've written. Yeah, and we have a lot of Mars and Venus action going on in February. This is an insanely romantic month. Even though Virgos, as I said, it's mostly in your work house, but still, in general, the romantic romantic feelings will be in the air, I guess. So in mid-February, remember, we will have 5 planets in Aquarius. We will have Mars, Venus, and Pluto conjunction at some point around the Valentine's Day. Yeah, and at the end of the month we will have a full moon involving a Sun-Saturn conjunction. So I feel like that full moon is going to be serious. Yeah. Usually full moons are the times when we are like emotional, like overly sensitive. But I think that Saturn and Sun conjunction is going to keep us like sober, like realistic. So it's not too bad, is it? So yes, dear Virgos, this is it for February. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in my March videos. Okay, bye.